Adventure Brothers, new season. Starts August 5th on Adult Swim.
Go Team Venture! I said go Team Venture, sir!
So, new season of Adventure Brothers coming up. I'm excited to see the arc that you guys have coming up for the Blue Morpho. Is there anything you can tell us about what is in store?
Ambiguity.
Nice. All right.
Because the Blue Morpho is a sort of mysterious entity whose persona is sort of taken on by various people.
Right. A mantle.
Yeah. So I think that's all I can say. But there's definitely a Blue Morpho thread through the new season. Yeah.
So if you got that club shirt in last season, then you'll be breaking it out for season 7.
I don't want to.
What
about Red Death? Are we going to see any more from him this season?
Yes, as I recall.
I remember seeing that in the script.
The scripts that we recorded like a year ago.
Yeah, this is the trickiest comprehension test.
Yeah. I vaguely recall the colors blue and red in the season.
Well, I try to stick to colors with all my questions.
Yeah.
So.
It's a very patriotic show. Dr. Venture is white.
There's also a white whale.
Yeah, there's white.
So...
Well, you've already taken my next question.
Red, white.
I have a who would win question. Okay, so who would win between Brock Lesnar and Brock Samson?
Who's Brock Lesnar? I don't know.
Okay, so Brock, that's okay. He's an MMA fighter and a WWE wrestler who looks very much like Brock.
He's a real person.
Yes.
Then there's no way he can win.
Brock Samson would win because he's a cartoon character and he can do anything.
He's got that steel plate.
I think it's the steel plate that really does it. Yeah.
And the tattoo and the mullet. I mean...
Yeah. The mullet gives him biblical powers like Samson.
Business in the front, death in the back.
What does this other Brock's hair look like?
There you go. Not so much. There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, there is. Yeah, it's got kind of a.
Does he have a zipper
crop
on his
thing?
That's a sword. The sword that's sometimes mistaken for a tattoo.
He also has like a weird creature thing on his back.
He does.
But he also has a tramp stamp that says kill them all. So.
I'm sure he's good in the real world, but in the world of the Venture Brothers, he wouldn't stand a chance.
How well would he? They would have to also fight naked and covered only in blood.
Obviously.
Yeah, Greco-Roman style.
Yes, Evil Knievel style.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had something and then I lost it.
And all that vivid imagery.
Yeah, exactly. Get me back into my color.
Yellow submarine.
Okay, most of the story arc on Dr. Venture has revolved around failure throughout the first 6 seasons.
Second time that's...
I feel like in the last season, he kind of broke that mold. He started to do better for himself. Is he going to fail this season, or is that just he's done with that?
Shall I feel this one?
I mean, it's for you.
I would say that since moving to New York and inheriting his late brother's money, and with the boys sort of maturing in a sense and not being under his wing as much, being in college, Hank is working and going out with girls and getting very confident. So I think that does give Doc a certain energy and a sort of second wind, a kind of middle-aged new lease on life, although he's still totally restricted by his own limitations. And by the fact that his support circle and both his support circle and his enemies are always thwarting and making sure he doesn't hurt himself and others. But yeah, I think he's got a kind of, I think he's got like a return to a kind of old hockey energy in the last season and the current one, which is fun.
I like him in that state.
Yeah, it's a good station to live in.
It's nice to see him win every now.
I think if the question was about him failing or not or winning, I think the interesting thing to observe is what objectively happens in his life versus what his take on his life is now. That I don't think Doc thinks he's doing as poorly as maybe the viewer might.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there are some moments in the new season where he's extremely deluded.
Yeah.
Where pretty much he thinks something's happening, and actually never really figures it out. Never figures out that he's living in a fool's paradise.
Ignorance is truly bliss.
Yeah.
And that's why I say winning, because I think as some Hollywood examples of people who feel great success, maybe the outside view of that is not the same as the subjective view.
So we've seen the family evolve and de-evolve in the same way, but the kids are growing up. Dr. Venture's kind of trying to change himself, reinvent himself, and thing with all what happened with everything. How's that been for you guys, having to every season kind of change, evolve with the Ventures?
I know that early on for Dean's arc, there were a number of radical turns and new directions that were thrown at us, which have come from very many different reasons. I know early on, when we did panels, like for the first couple of seasons, at this very Comic-Con, Jackson told me he was a little confused by why people like Dean. He's like, objectively, Hank is the cool brother. Dean is lame. So why do people like him? So he endeavored to make Dean more lame, which only garnered more sympathy from fandom. And then he was like, I don't know what to do. And then it went a couple different directions. So, what was the question again?
How has it been evolving the character? Even if he's getting lamer, but getting cooler.
Yeah, and then he got super cool with the got a little stash. He's got the black onesie. I know it's a speed suit. It's cool because the biggest turn I'd mentioned this before on the other table, that no longer having a reset button on Dean means that he is now the sum of his experiences, not just running with scissors and then reset and insert a new Dean here. So it's been great, and I think not unlike in the real world, his twists and turns are not that predictable. And for me, I feel like Dean is kind of especially a more human character in this world of wackiness. And I think while his evolution has not been straightforward, it's been natural. If that makes sense.
And yeah, I think Dr. Venture, I don't know that Dr. Venture has evolved so much as through the seasons other colors have been revealed. Because actually a couple seasons ago there was moments where he really sort of bonded with Dean in a kind of a sweet way, in like a genuine father-son way, which was a color that we didn't really see before. I don't know that he became a better parent, it's just that circumstances allowed that color to come out.
And I think it was really necessary, because Dean for so long he just loved Pop.
And Pop was always sort of indifferent and annoying.
Which seemed cool. So cool.
So I had a question with the Monarch, really effective unintentionally as being the Blue Morpho. Could Dr. Venture unintentionally be an amazing villain?
Well, yes. Yes, he could be. He's got all the makings of a great villain. He kind of is a villain, really. He's a benign villain.
That's unintentionally sometimes you manifest who you really are.
And now resources. So I think that'd be a fantastic new direction. Now that he can afford to be a great villain.
It'd be a short burst of villainy, right?
Yeah, I don't think he would be in it for the long haul. And he's essentially, if not a decent guy, a benign guy.
Not a cruel person.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
So does that mean you feel like Brock is the better parent of the two?
Probably, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because Brock is parent to Dr. Venture. And I think Brock is a little wiser in his parenting than Dr. Venture is.
Even as a babysitter, perhaps a better father figure.
Yeah.
Though, arguably, Doc, of course, has more of an influence on Dean. Dean's trajectory, wanting to know about science and everything. In fact, he doesn't want to... I mean, if anything, Brock could be Hank's father figure, but not Dean so much, I don't think.
Also, Dr. Girlfriend has sort of a great parental figure on the show, too.
Yeah.
Parental in the sense of thoughtful, overseeing, circumspect,
Nurturing.
and
Forgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Terribly forgiving.
mentioning Dr. Girlfriend, what about the Pupa Twins? Are we going to see anything else? Are they making a return into the series? I know that they kind of moved away from them a little bit in the last series. I didn't really see much from them.
I don't think in the new season. From what I recall from reading a year ago.
Yeah. I stumped them.
You and the stuffed animal. Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm blurring seasons as I go back.
Yeah, this show really becomes a blur. It's true.
Not that there are that many episodes considering how long it's been on the air. And yet, I don't know. You should ask that handsome fella who wrote it. Yeah.
So if either of you inherited a large fortune like Dr. Venture did, what would you do?
As James and Michael, or as...
No, as yourselves.
Obviously, create world peace.
Obviously.
And eat healthy food.
What kind of fortune are we talking about? Like $1 million, which doesn't go anywhere anymore? Or...
You inherited an entire, let's say, $1 billion estate, buildings, everything.
Oh, we could form our own town.
Yeah, we could. We could secede from the Union and start our own town.
That's a good idea.
And make that town great. Not again, just great.
No, just great. First time. First time.
We're going to get it right the first time and learn everything.
There would be a lot of funding of the arts in our town.
A lot of funding of the arts. I'd base that maybe on France's model. And then I would want to look, just to keep to appear legitimate and to feel familiar, I'd want to look at American historical things and maybe do like our version of the Boston Tea Party or...
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take the... Jones.
So does that mean at one point you two would fight each other in a civil war?
I don't see why she said Jonestown, why you suggest that two guys who secede from the Union and form their own country just because they claim it's theirs would be a cult. I don't know why you would go there.
But the more I've been sitting on this question from you, thank you, I've been thinking, I have actually been kicking around the idea of starting a cult. Famously, if you really want to make a lot of money, that's a great way to go.
That's what Elron said.
Well, that is what Elron said. Now, in all of the documentaries I see where they end up being kind of mean to people, or like kicking the pregnant person, or working people to death, or making them take the poison, or wear the same dumb shoes, I feel like I could easily make a cult that's just about making everyone feel happy. I won't punish you or be a crazy pants. Just a place where I can have a whole lore, and it would be based on my 12-year-old self's view of the world. I was quite precocious, and I came up with my own philosophy for living called Nowism, and I was a Nowist monk, and it was all about seizing all the potential that exists right here, and not being caught up in the... Well, it gets deep, and you'll have to pay me to find out more, but if I started that cult with all that funding, I think I could make the world a happier place, less productive, but a happier place.
And then what would happen to anyone who tried to leave the cult?
They were welcome to go be more sad, and they'll come crawling back.
They wouldn't be eliminated.
There's no need to eliminate them. This is the happy place. If they don't want to be part of the party anymore, they can go, and then they'll feel the cold sting. You gotta brainwash them, like teach the children well was a...
I was gonna say, get them early, Throw out kids, bring them up.
Yeah, but no abuse, no slavery. No. I mean, you still have to give me all your worldly possessions, because...
Would there be a military, or a police type of, or enforcers in your cult? Just wondering if you're hiring, because that would be
because that's what you would want to be.
Totally. And you're not anyone else's son. Yeah, sure.
You would have a security force called the Fruit of Michael. And they all wear sort of attractive shirts with nice patterns. And
hopefully with a skinny tie.
Yeah.
Maybe have some learning tubes.
80s ties.
And I have these folding sunglasses. They fold up into a quarter. So instead of just whipping them out and it's more, it's a little extra cool.
Merchandising for the cult. That's great.
Yeah.
Sort of like the new wave character on SquarePants.
Yeah.
Johnny.
And all of them would have their own theme music.
Yeah,
with synthesizers, because that's the greatest instrument.
This is a very interesting topic that we've completely jumped over to. What were we talking about on the Venture Brothers?
So I should make this cult?
Yes.
Great. I think Comic-Con's a good place to start it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to start it anywhere.
There'll be a Kickstarter shortly.
One day, like maybe in 30 years, there'll be some HBO documentary or HBO.
It started as a joke.
It started as a joke at Comic-Con, but this is going to be the original footage, so this is very valuable footage. You're welcome.
On that note, thank you guys.
I'm glad we become archivists.
On that note,
Thank you so much.